go where I want and I do what I want. My belt match the kicks, don't you come on.
Empty to the Jeep, man. Who you think he gonna be? And I'm back, and we're streaming reactions so I could bring you more reactions. So we're not even gonna waste any time because the title of this video is going to be women walking out on dates over trivial reasons.
Modern dating has become a battlefield. Men trying to be rational, women walking out over increasingly absurd reasons. $3 for cheese, height, a wrong comment, even a single tear becomes grounds to leave. Has the discard and move on culture destroyed patience and respect?
This girl walked out of a date over $3 cheese. Basically, this girl made a video saying she was on a Hinge date. She said her date ordered a burger and the waitress asked her date if he would like cheese with that. Well, her date asked if the cheese was extra and the waitress said, yes, it's $3. So the date told the waitress not to put on the cheese. After that, this girl decided to excuse herself to the bathroom, pay for her and her date's meal, and then leave the restaurant. She then texted her date saying that he should have gotten the cheese. Now, I guess the girl thought that everybody would be on her side, and that's why she made the video. But basically, every single comment is against her.
Yeah.
People are saying things like the guy dodged a bullet, and everyone is agreeing that they wouldn't have paid $3 for cheese either. Yeah. I'm with the guy. I would not pay $3 for extra cheese. Now, the guy actually made a stitch to her video. In it, he explained that the burger was already $21, so he's not paying $3 for cheese. And then he thanks her for paying for the meal. Whose side are y'all on?
Here we see a clear example of emotional immaturity.
Whose side are we on?
And
I want to say in that instance, the guy kept a player. He was just like, yo, I don't really care. I got a burger and my cheese on it too. So peace. It's like, I don't know. It didn't seem like dude really cared. But all right, let's keep it lit. Let me know what y'all think about that one in the comments. Oops, my bad. Oops.
Materialism disguised as high standards. The woman didn't leave the date because of the cheese itself. She left.
Oh, never mind. You got somebody else doing something. All right, let's check out the next one.
For an emotional and financial sponsor.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
I went on a blind date, my only blind date ever. I showed up and I got to the bar and he was already a couple of shots in. And I was like,
solo shots?
You don't have to be nervous. It's okay.
Yeah.
And he started.
Maybe he just wanted a pregame. Why? I always find it funny how women always try to, like, not all women, certain women in these situations when they're trying to tell their story to make them seem like they were the victor or the right person in the circumstance, they always try to diminish the man's masculinity. So it's always, I don't know why, but maybe he wants to pregame. Maybe he likes having a couple shots. Didn't know if you like to drink at all. I don't know.
You don't have to be nervous. It's okay.
Yeah.
And he started kind of deep diving into his life and he was really sad and he was living at home with his mom, which is fine.
Yeah.
I still live at home with my parents. It's okay. But he was crying about it.
Oh no.
And I was like, this is a lot and it's really heavy and I gotta go. But I didn't say that, but I left.
You left?
I had to.
How did you leave?
I went to the bathroom. I pulled that.
No, you didn't.
I did. I had to. It was.
She pulled the Rick Ross on him. Oh, that's crazy.
Sad.
Wait, did you just leave after that? Like you went to the bathroom and then never came back?
Yeah.
I've only heard about this happening online.
Poor man is crying his eyes out to you.
It was just like, it wasn't even, if he was sober and crying and like I could, but he was drunk and I was like, you're a mess.
It's certainly not your responsibility.
Right.
Yeah. Like I'm like.
Out. That's still a pretty savage way to leave, though, dude.
I went into it not really wanting to go into it, and then I was like, "What the hell am I doing here?"
Do you want to say something to the man if he's watching now?
I hope you're doing well and moved out.
Here we see a sad situation.
Okay.
A man in a vulnerable, probably difficult moment, and a woman lacking the maturity to simply exactly when character shows, not for dating.
This was last week.
What's going on?
I walked out on a date after 12 minutes. This was last week. It was a first date. It was a riot date. I show up on this date and the guy walks up and I realize that he is considerably shorter than I am. For context, I'm a tall queen. I'm 5'8". I was wearing very small heels, but even then I was probably 5'9.5", 5'10". Normally in situations like this where I show up on the date and I instantly realize that it's just not going to work with this person for whatever reason, I still, out of politeness, try and make it through 1 hour, one drink, just to be polite. But I think that my tolerance was on the floor because I have had about 4 situations like this in the past few weeks where I show up and the guy is shorter than me. And I think I just kind of had just lost patience with the whole thing. And I just thought, no, I can't do this.
So because she didn't vet her dates properly, she's going to just go ahead and say it's okay for me to be rude to the people that did show up.
Go down into the bar and we sit down and we start making conversation. I'm just realizing, you know what, I really just can't do this. And I think, you know what, if I'm going to do it, I need to do it before he orders drinks because I don't want him spending money and then we have to sit through a drink. So I said to him, can I be honest? I'm just not feeling it with you. I'm really sorry. I'm just not feeling it with you. And, you know, we could sit here for an hour, 2 hours, but it would just be a waste of both of our times and I wouldn't want to do that. So I just thought I should just be honest. He seemed surprised. He said, oh, can I ask why? Maybe I shouldn't have said this. Maybe I should have lied and said that I just didn't feel chemistry with him. But I said, well, listen, like, I'm quite tall and height-wise, I just don't think it's going to work. And he seemed surprised and he said, oh, I guess some people have their priorities. So he probably thought I was shallow as anything, which maybe I am. I just stand by my opinion that it is valid to not want to date someone that's shorter than you. It's just a preference. That's my preference.
No, I'm not gonna actually bash her on this one because technically she's not wrong for having a preference. Like if you like I don't know what you like, and then the opposite of what you like shows up, then I can see why you'd be upset. But I want to blame her on the part where you should have definitely vetted your dates a little more. If you're sick of going through, especially if you went through it 4 times in a row, like she said, like on the second time, like I'd have been like, "Yo, how tall are you?" Like, you know. So that part is kind of messed up. But at least, and also, I want to give her props because at least she said something to his face and just walk out and go straight to the bathroom. So and pretend to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Preference. Anyway, we walk out. He says, best of luck. Hope you find what you're looking for, and we go our separate ways. So my question is, if you show up on a date and you just realize instantly that this just really is not going to work, maybe they look different from their photos, maybe the chemistry, just the way their body language is just not giving, or in my case, they're shorter than you and you just don't want to date someone that's shorter than you. Is it better to, out of politeness, get through an hour just for the sake of saving face? Or do you think it's better to just cut it off after just 10, 15 minutes and say, look, I'm so sorry. I'm not feeling it with you. And I just don't want to waste either of our times. I know you're.
That's a great question. And me personally, I would have to say, let me know the sooner the better. Like, if you just look me up and down and be like, hold on, I'm Gucci. Like, let me know now. Let me save every nickel, penny, millisecond of time I would waste it with you faking it. That's me personally. There are some mentally weak people out there, emotional midgets out there who need to be coddled and cajoled and I don't know, and being pretended to a little bit. But me personally, no. Let me know what you guys would do in the chat, man. Because me, like I said, I'm ready to go. Like, let me find out our dates at 9:00, and you're like at 9:03, at 9:01. You're like, you know, this ain't hitting. I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, I could stream chats here. I can go talk about you, why you didn't like me. That's crazy. I don't know why. I'm gonna talk about you tonight on chat. On stream. Like, I mean, there's gonna be some shows on. I can think of a million things I'd rather do than be faking it with you. Like, if I don't want to hang out, nobody doesn't want to hang out with me. That's just me. I like what she did personally. But anyway, let's keep it lit.
Y'all are gonna come for me in the comments. You're gonna say, "Oh, she's a 5." Like, the 5's out here making demands. Like, maybe they should have.
I didn't even take into accountability of her level on the dating scene. I didn't even take that into consideration. I was just considering that she was just a person. My bad. I feel like as people, it doesn't matter if you're like a 2. Like, you know what I mean? You could be a 2 and be 5'9" and then want somebody who's 6 foot tall and then just stay single your life. Just because you're a certain level or whatever, like, doesn't mean you have to settle. You can still want what you want, but you have to set what you do have to settle for is the consequences of maybe not receiving what you want. But yeah, I don't care, man. Like, hey, to me, it's not my opinion. I don't care. I'm married, but like I said, if she wants to die on that hill, like she's like, and she gonna die on that hill. Period.
Have a catfish filter on you because you're so ugly, whatever. I don't care. Anyone, however they look, is entitled to have a preference as to who they date.
Yeah, I just said that.
So yeah. Anyway, that's the tea.
Here the issue.
I'm not mad at her for that one. I think dude gonna try to shame her. I wasn't mad at her for that one though. Well, what's she on? She like she gonna say something crazy.
Connection. They're about validation.
I'm shaking. I just got home from a date. We were going to an event and dinner. We did not make it to dinner. He just dropped me off at home. I'm back home. I've been gone for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm back home. And I have a friend coming to pick me up right now. I just asked him to take me home.
A friend. I got a friend coming to pick me up right now. We know what that. Hey, let me know in the chat if you know, you know.
I just asked him to take me home. You know the amount of times I have wanted to do that while on a date and I didn't, and I just sat there and grinned and bared it. A guy does something or says something or...
Wait, she said, you know how many times I've been dying to walk out on a dude? Women, y'all get in front of that camera and let it be real. What's behind behind your actions? That was funny. She said, you know how many times I wanted to walk out? Damn.
On a date and I didn't, and I just sat there and grinned and bared it.
I know
a guy does something or says something or is something that I just don't jive with, and I stick around because it's the polite thing to do. No more of that, girls. I finally...
Hey, and like I said earlier, I don't understand why it's a big issue. If you're not vibing with somebody, just leave or tell them to take you home, I guess, or call an Uber. Like, and let me know in the chat, how is this for a woman, I would say, or a man, like in this situation? I don't know, but let me know how you guys would feel. You pick a woman up or you pick a man up for a date, and they look you in the face 20 minutes after you get to the location, and then 2 seconds they're like, I'm not feeling you. Are you supposed to like give them a ride home? Like, because she was like, he just dropped me off. I'm like, wait, you was outside? Wait, you just told him you're not feeling him and he dropped you off? And women are talking about chivalry is dead? I don't think so.
Just said, look, I have to be really honest. You just did this thing that is really not my vibe and it's turning me off, and I don't think I can make it to dinner with you. To his
a man could never say that to a woman. I'm sorry.
Credit, he took it really, really well. And he said, okay, I actually completely understand. Thank you for telling me. And let's go ahead and get you home. He also asked me out on another date. What? No. Come here. This guy's happy. Come on.
This case shows the culture of quick discard. Any small detail that doesn't match her vibe is reason to end the night. At least she was direct, but it still shows that many dates today aren't about discovering who the other person is. They're about confirming a pre-existing fantasy. At the slightest sign of discomfort, everything is canceled. There's no room for adaptation, patience, or curiosity.
I gotta agree with him on that one. That was the first time I actually listened to what he said after one of these skits, or one of these stories, and this is crazy. Let's see what the next one says. I have never in my life walked out on a date until now. Okay, let's feel. And now that I am looking at it, like I do see the running theme. Like these are a lot of 4s, 3.5s walking out on dates. That is kind of crazy. I don't know what level. Let me know in the comments, chat. I'm trying to figure out like why would a 3 and a 4? I feel why another man would like be like, why would you walk out? You were through. Okay, I'm starting to understand it though, because if that walked out on me on a date, like I'd be in my feels. That walked out on me on a date, I'd be in my feels. Like I have to do something to step it up. I'd have to.
In my life, walked out on a date until now. It is true I generally don't know when to walk away, but I really don't like the idea of leaving a date early. I commuted there, I set aside the time, got all gussied up, like there was gussying. I stick it out for an hour, and then I have a story for my friends. And even I hit my limit with this guy. First date, he actually moved the date because he was sick, but he was so apologetic, really nice about it. Just green flags. I was really excited for this date. We sit down at this cocktail bar and it begins. This man proceeds to neg me non-stop, no matter what we were talking.
Okay, what's negging? What's negging? I'm sorry, what's negging? Let me know in the comments. I don't know where she's from, so I don't know what negging means. He started negging me, no matter what we were talking about.
This man proceeds to neg me non-stop, no matter what we were talking about. This man negged me for shopping at Trader Joe's. And I love roasting. If you can roast me well, I will fall in love with you. This was not that. First, we talk about our jobs, and he offers like, oh, so you're a marketing girly? I have that I do marketing somewhere on my profile, but he went ahead and tacked on girly on there. Okay, dude, and you're a data analyst douchebag? But I don't say that. In the moment, I'm like,
yo, I'm sorry, chat. Yo, chat. He said marketing girly. And she heard it like marketing girly, or I don't know how she heard it. Let me know how you guys heard it when he said, oh, look, when you don't even know somebody like that, and you're trying to, like, I don't know, break the ice. I mean, maybe coming with like a little like, hey, what's up? Oh, you're the marketing girly. Hey, like you're trying to break the ice, maybe. And her response was analyst douchebag. that's how women coming for the response. That's how women coming. He tacked on girly. Ain't you a girl? Supposed to say marketing woman in marketing. You need to come with a better title. I don't understand. And Heather says I haven't dated in 4. Yeah. Oh, I don't have the chat open. My bad.
On there. Okay, dude, and you're a data analyst douchebag? But I don't say that. In the moment, I'm like, yeah. And then I make like a little self-deprecating joke. I'm out there every day making content. I am the watcher on the wall against boredom. He goes, you're more like the White Walkers.
What the hell is that?
I don't work for Exxon. Also, in the Game of Thrones universe, the marketing girlies would not be the White Walkers. They would be the Tyrells.
Oh, no, they done went and got super nerded out. Oh, that's why I didn't understand anything that's going on. Marketing girly, does that have something to do with Game of Thrones? I've never watched that. She said White Walkers. I don't know what the hell that is. She just went completely left, like got weirded out. Bro, you let the gamer goth marketing analyst chick walk out on the 3.5 walk out on you, bro. Whoever this guy is must be a piece of work. And let her come home and flex on you on TikTok about how she walked out on you. What did she say? Hey, let's rewind this chat when she said Exxon. Like, what did he say that made this all go downhill?
Yeah. And then I make like a little self-deprecating joke. I'm out there every day making content. I am the watcher on the wall against boredom. He goes, you're more like the White Walkers. I don't work for Exxon. Also, in the Game of Thrones universe, the marketing girlies would not be the White Walkers. They would be the Tyrells. He fought with...
Obviously. Now that we rewound it, that cleared up everything. The Tyrells. Is that like another way of saying black people? Like, is that like her version of being like the Jeromes? Now, is that the new way? Is that not what they're doing? They're calling them the Tyrells. Is that what they're doing? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. I got to keep up on modern racism. Let me know.
With me and disagreed with me about everything. At one point, he asked me if I like to cook, and I'm like, yeah, but like really simple stuff, like focus on like, just ingredients. I'm not a good cook. That means I own like a nice bottle of olive oil. He goes, oh yeah? Where do you get your ingredients? And I go, Trader Joe's. He goes, Trader Joe's?
I'm not gonna lie, the dude does sound kind of douchey. I'm not even gonna lie, dude does sound kind of corny. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think I've ever once in my entire life asked a woman where she gets her ingredients. Unless I was talking about her booty or something. Now, if she had one of these, I was like, yo, I gotta see where the recipe came from. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll say something stupid, like, but like this guy, hey, let me know in the chat. Is this how we coming in 2025, man? This is what we doing? Yeah, I like to do a little cooking. Oh, okay. Where do you get your ingredients? Is that what we're doing?
Just like the produce is so bad. And I don't really know what to say. I'm like, okay.
And I rock with Trader Joe's. Shout out Trader Joe's.
At one point, he asked me if I've ever been in a fight. And I'm like, no. He's like, I've been in loads. Dude, you're a data analyst and you're wearing spectacles. The last fight you got in was at the farmer's market over the last rutabaga. My favorite one was he asked,
oh, I know she let that. Oh, I know she was thinking about that one for 2 weeks before she made this video. Oh, she was like, I'm finna hit this nigga with the rutabaga in the story. I could tell when somebody was waiting to get a joke off. Trust me, I do this. I do this right here. I know when somebody's been waiting to get a joke off. No, what was the joke? Not the Trader Joe's and rutabaga. What'd she say? Oh, no.
He's like, I've been in loads. Dude, you're a data analyst and you're wearing spectacles. The last fight you got in was at the farmer's market over the last rutabaga. My favorite one was he asked
rutabaga.
In like a sussing out way. Oh, where do you perform? And I'd say the name of a club that I just did. He goes, oh, that place is kind of a crap hole. And he's not wrong. But in his mid-30s, this man on a first date said crap hole to me. He asked what I write stand-up about. You know, anything. Guys on dates sometimes are worried I'll write about them. And he goes, oh, I didn't even think that. I was like, oh, good. You're not hubristic? And he goes, I guess I'm just so much of a narcissist that I didn't even care. Good thing in the long run, because I'm talking about you now, buddy. It was when he called himself a narcissist with no irony in his voice that I said, I'm going to go up to the bar and pay for my drink, and then I'm going to go home. Go to the bar, and I pay for my drink.
Wait.
Because why let him have that over me? And as I'm walking out, he stops me, and he's like, I'm so sorry about all of that. You're totally right to leave. Just give me 10 minutes to not leave this on a bad note. I'm honestly curious what this man would possibly have to say for 10 minutes.
Oh, God, I'd smooth let you leave. What the hell?
We sit down. It's like a switch has flipped. He is so positive in a way that was kind of eerie. He asked me where I'm from, and he was like, Stamford, Connecticut? That's so cool. No one's ever said that about Stamford, Connecticut. And I was like, haha, yeah, the Maury show. He goes, I loved the Maury show. You'd watch it when you were homesick. What was your favorite episode? I was like, haha, the ones where the guy was like afraid of peaches, maybe. I was like, what was I doing? He keeps on saying I just think it's so cool you do stand up. That's so interesting. I really respect that. It feels somehow more condescending than before, you know?
No, you know what he did? You know what he did? He just went with his own personality, and then that wasn't working. He was like, you know what? Let me just tell this bitch what she want to hear real quick, because I'm trying to get some still. That's pretty much what just happened. And it almost worked until she realized you should have just went with that first. You try to rock in with your regular personality, and that wasn't hidden. He was like, that's so cool.
No, he does give me real apologies for earlier. He's like, I don't know what's up with me. I've been sick and I haven't been interacting with people for a while. I'm like, oh, a few years. And I actually get a laugh out of him. He's like, oh, there we go. I'm like, oh, do you like it when a woman is mean to you a little bit? He goes, oh no, I hate that. Oh, it's funny. I'm going to go home and I'm going to really feel bad about it. So I say so you can dish it out, but you can't take it. He was like, I guess not. I think I literally said word for word. That's an interesting combination. Last thing, on the app that we use, it has likes and dislikes. He listed his likes, and then under dislikes, he just put trying to be less of a hater. Try harder, dude.
The problem here wasn't the walkout itself, but the immaturity in mutual communication. The man seemed unpleasant and provocative, and she tolerated it while using it as material for jokes. Only when she reached her limit did she leave. A date is meant to get to know someone, not see who can humiliate the other more cleverly.
Right?
She wasted time, he showed a lack of tact, but she also demonstrated that her patience.
Anyway, let's get on to the next one. Hold on. Actually, let's talk about it. Now, like I said, oops, this screen is all weird. Now let's move them back. Yeah, like I said, I've been out of the dating pool for 4 years. I've been married. Like I said, these topics have been coming across my desk. People have been telling me I should speak about it because obviously, I have a lot of experience in that regard when it comes to just being who I am and finding the person who I needed to find out of not a sea of women, but you know what I mean? I've had my experiences, and I do want to be a voice of reason nowadays because it seems that everybody's not dating for the right reasons. It seems like everybody's dating for a specific reason other than dating. And I'm not really sure what that is.
If you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware, put me in that algorithm because I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me, but...
Fuck that little 10. I'm maxed out.